that in arranged marriages, how often have you seen decisions being driven more by Kundali matching and Babas interfering, rather than the emotional and logical compatibility? Like, I
Oh,
want to know, do such marriages still work in today's fast changing world, or do they create like hidden cracks later? Like, what happens?
okay. This is a very big market. No matter how educated, how rich, and how sophisticated people in India are, I think astrologers, the godmen, and the so called category of Babas would always remain rich because a lot of us tend to rely on their predictions or look for validation. It is mainly because there are a lot of separation and divorce that's happening recently. So they really don't want to put the blame on anyone. So they put it on the Babas and on the astrologers just by seeking validation so that the parent cannot be blamed end of the day. So this is another area. We do not think in that way. We generally give it a spiritual connection. It is not that. It is about the fear of being wrong. I don't want to be the reason for tomorrow's bad things. So this is huge. It is still being practiced no matter how sophisticated people are, and it's very sad. Like when people reach to me, they would have gone to multiple people to fix it, and they would have caused so much of damage. For me to work with them, it's extremely difficult because there's this blame game that goes on and on and on. Then they go from one Baba to another, from there to another. They would have so many people referring, so many other people, so they go all over. And when they're not able to handle, they reach to me. If they would have done it a little earlier, probably we can help them out. But it is generally very late when they come. And talking about whether these kind of marriages work, yes, they do work sometimes. It is not that it goes off completely. It works when people are matured enough to have open conversation, when they realize, okay, this is just the reason that we have come together. But there is a whole lot of thing because partnership is a skill, right? You need to, it is totally different from anything else. You want to work as a partner all your life long. So you need to have open conversation, discussions, share a lot about yourself, be friends. Then it works. But if you're going to sit down and say, okay, the Baba says it's going to be great, come on, let's sit, and we're not even opening up, we're not having any conversations, there is absolutely no interaction, and it doesn't work. So cracks do come in this manner if there are no proper conversations happening and no discussions, no sharing of whatever is there in their mind. It happens.
All right. Is there any case that you have handled that because of the Baba, eventually the couple are going to divorce each other? Has it ever happened?
Okay, let me just share you. There are quite a few examples. See, what happens is I don't know how it is in the northern side of India, but then in south, I can talk. I can give you references of southern part of India, where they actually say the age, like by 18 or by 19, if you don't get married, then she may not get married till 35 or 36.
It
So what
happens in
happens
North
is that
also. Yeah, yeah.
okay. So what happens is that no matter who the guy is, they don't even check about anything because they are only hell bent on making this girl get married at that particular time. So it might be the wrong person, they're not bothered, but the time is important for them. So a lot of young girls, 19, 20, they come to me saying, I don't find anything in the person. I don't know what am I doing. But when we talk to the parents, they say, no, the astrologist said this is the best person and this has to happen now. So the question is, there is no right age for marriage is what we all say. But when it comes to our own families, getting married before 30 or now I think 32, 33 is also fine. But after a certain age, is still looked down. So
Yeah.
parents are under pressure because of the society and they go by their words. So I have had multiple cases, especially about this 19 years and 20 days. That's how they would generally predict so many days. So what happens is that within that day, they have to finalize. They are so much into it and they load them with jewelry, they do everything, and the little girls are so happy about the photographs and the pre-wedding shoot and all that. And after 2 years, they come back and they say like, no, I don't know what am I doing. So there are a lot of cases like this, Ritu. There are a lot of cases.
God, it's
And
sad.
that's why I have mentioned in the book also, probably that's the first chapter, because
Yeah, it is.
I hear so many stories like this, not stories, it's life.
You,
They're
yeah,
not.
we can call it story because I read it in a book, but you are experiencing it, you know? It must be like
And it
any,
is not a beautiful thing to experience, but it becomes beautiful when you guide them and they become independent. They can take a decision for themselves and you feel so good about it. But what they go through as a clinician, as someone who's dealing with them, it's not a pleasant thing, but your job is it. You have to be always welcoming, smiling, like you see this air hostess and everyone that's sitting at the reception. You have to be smiling and be very confident. But within you, end of the day, I'm human. It
abs-
cracks. It definitely cracks. No matter whatever designation you sit on or whatever years of experience you have, it does crack seeing little girls go through all this.